Hey, what's up, guys? This is Guy here. Welcome to this live. It's Sunday, January 14th, 2024. Thank you so much for joining me here on KB Trainings. And I created KB Training to share with you most of what I do. And I usually like to hang out with you in my lab. Today, I'm in my lab again. And my name is Guy. If you haven't been here before, I go live around 3 p.m. Denver time, which is 5 p.m. New York time. So if you're watching us, thank you so much. I also go live in French as well. I just finished the French live about 2 hours ago, and now I'm ready for you guys, and thank you so much. If you like what I do, if you like to learn with me, to grow with me in 2024, make sure you like the video, make sure you subscribe to the channel. If you're on Facebook, share this video on your feed. If you're on YouTube, share it with your community. Thank you so much for the help, because 2024, I want us to grow together. I want us to keep doing whatever we do here. And let me just make sure I have this other angle enabled so you can see most of what I do. And this is my rack over here. This is where I spend most of my time. And I also have an SXI server in the back then where I have some VMs, a lot of VMs that I play with. And I also just acquired last week these few devices here. This is the MR33 from Meraki. This is Cisco Meraki MR33. And I also acquired the Cisco MX64, Cisco Meraki still. So I'm going to use these devices to learn things, to play with Meraki, and all of that will be shared with you here. So most of what I do is in the open, and I want to grow with you, just like I said. So make sure you like the video and help me buy licenses for these devices, because I like to learn and because I like to share with you guys. Thank you so much. If you're there, say hi in the chat and we will keep going. So today I'm going to talk about WANem, or WAN emulator. It's a tool that I didn't know about. I discovered it about like a month ago, and it's been great for me, for my lab. I do a lot of things with it. So thank you, Chris, for saying hi in the chat. I really appreciate it. So I do a lot with WAN emulator, and today we're going to talk about it. I have this slide, the lab here that I've been playing with lately. This is just a quick lab where I practice SD1 and a bunch of stuff. And if you can see here, I have 3 sites. I have the HQ right there, and then I have the branch number 1 and branch number 2 over here. So the tool we're talking about is the WAN emulator. And I promised you in the last video, I'm going to show you how to install it, how I did it, because I spent some time, almost a full night, just trying to figure out what works for me and how I should deploy the VM and everything. So today I'm going to show you quickly how to do it so you don't have to spend as much time as I did. And the topology is basically created around VLANs. So you just need to know how to play with VLANs in your network to create these different networks. Like I have WAN HQ, WAN 2 HQ. So each site has 2 uplinks, WAN 1 and WAN 2, and it's all VLANs. And I'm going to show you in this file how I planned all my VLANs. Let me show you here. So this is the different networks that I have for that topology and the different VLANs that are associated. Like the VLAN 130 is for WAN 1 on branch number 1. And how you do that is that you just make sure that the same VLAN you have on one device is being carried along throughout your network all the way to the other device that you want to connect it to. Like right now, just like I said, the 3 FortiGates that I showed you, the branch 1, branch 2, and HQ, are the FortiNet that you see behind me right here. So these are the elements that are now connected to my virtual network in ESXi, and all of that is manipulating the VLANs. So I have, let's say, the VLAN 130 over here. What I do is that I go in my FortiNet, my house FortiGate, and I also make sure that I have these VLAN created here. As you can see, I have the VLAN 130 for BR1 WAN 1. So on this switch, I make sure that the port that is connected to WAN 1 on my FortiNet is also in the VLAN 130, and it goes all the way to ESXi. And let me show you, this is inside ESXi, and if I come down here under networks, you know what, I need to do this in English. Why is it in French? Because I just did some French. Let me change the language on this browser to English. I don't know why my mouse is acting up. So let's go parameter, and I need to go under language. Why does it do this? Okay, languages. English need to be at the top, and I think that's all I have to do. Maybe now I need to restart the browser. No, I think it's already in French. So I can go here and just refresh this page. It should default to English. Yes, now it's in English. All right, so under networking, you can see I have another port group. I have many port groups here, and one of them is BR1 WAN1. And if you can see here, I have the VLAN 130 associated to it. So what I'm gonna make sure is that this one is connected, of course, to my FortiGate. It's also connected to one emulator so that I have a link between these two devices. That's in a nutshell what I did to build this topology. So it's not that hard. You should be familiar with this. And of course, you need to do a lot of labs. That's what I do all the time. And a tool like that is helping me a lot. And again, talking about my home network, just some housekeeping here. I also installed, just like I said, I installed the Fortinet in my home. Let me show you the quick video here. I'm going to make a video showing you the details because I recorded everything, of course. So this is going to be the network itself. Give me a second. Yes, this is going to be the network. No, I think this video, this one is better. Never mind. Okay, this is the new rack, or the same rack, but I have new devices on it. Down here, I have the Fortinet or FortiGate 71F, and I have two of them. I am supposed, or I'd like to put them in HA mode, but right now they're not in HA. The second one is just sitting there, but I'm going to change it in the future, and we'll bring you details on that. So up here, I have the UCK, the Unified Cloud Key, for the few Unify appliances that I still have in my network, including the switches and mainly. And down there you have the UNVR. Of course, you've seen a video on it on this channel. And then up here I have all the links or all the cables going to the different bedrooms and spaces around the house. And I have the FortiSwitch 148 up there, and that's how it works. And one other project I did this weekend was installing a new switch in my garage, because I noticed that when I was in the garage or outside, I had really spotty Wi-Fi and it wasn't working for me. So I had to install a switch there. This is the actual device that I installed. So I have a Wi-Fi access point connected to the FortiSwitch 108F, and I have a few other cameras connected to it. And let me show you another one. So I have a lot of stuff in my garage, so don't judge me. I'm doing some work in there. So this is at the corner of the garage. I have I have this switch connected there. So everything inside the garage can be connected very well, including the Tesla that is in there. It's because it's receiving an update pretty much every other week. So I want to have some good connection. And as I said, I add some other cameras, like let's say this angle here is a new angle that I added. It wasn't there before. And the one that I had before was this one primarily. But anyway, yeah, that's I wasn't showing you the screen. So I was talking about this new camera that I added last week. And this is the wireless angle that I've already had on there. So that's where I stand right now. So I have Fortinet everywhere. And of course, I'm going to make a video showing you all these details. Today, we are here to talk about WANem, WAN emulator. It's a tool that will help you simulate a WAN network. And it's really good because you can tweak the different properties of the links that you have. You can add delay, you can add bandwidth or reduce bandwidth. You can add jitter and a whole bunch of stuff. It's really good if you're studying for SD1, for example. If you want to see how your firewall behaves when the properties of those links change, you can do that because it's there, and it's really life-changing, because I was planning to use the FortiGate 100F that I have over here to act as my WAN. but now I don't have to. Now I can just go directly from these devices inside ESXi and do everything I want. I will show you a small demo at the end, and I'll show you how it can change the properties of your links. For now, I'm going to show you how to download it and how to install it. First of all, you just need to do a Google search. You can go on Google and do like download WAN emulator. And wow, this is something else. Okay, you know what? Okay, it's download WAN emulator, or maybe I should put this in capital. So it should be this. All right, so you take this first link here. It's going to bring you on this page, which is the official page of WAN emulator. And as you can see, it's created by Tata Consultancy Services. So you just need to click on download WANem ISO. And then you have two links. You have the first one leading you to the 2.3 version, the stable version they currently have, or you can go with the 3.0 version. So the 3.0 is what I downloaded. So you just click here and you download the file. It's going to bring you over here. And this link is for the 2.3. You need to download the 3.0. That's what I have. So when you click there, it's going to download the file. It's going to start shortly. And of course, you can download it anywhere. So I have it already here. So I'm not going to download it. It's about 560 or 540 meg. So when you get it downloaded, you just need to open the location where you downloaded the file, and you need to extract the file in a folder. In my case, it's extracted here, and you can see I have a folder called WANem 3.0. If you go into it, this is the ISO file, the disk image file that we have, and this is what we need in ESXi to boot our device or our VM. And WAN emulator can be installed in an actual computer if you have like an old desktop that you want to use, but you need to make sure you just have enough ports, enough network interface card, because it's a WAN device, so you need to be connected to many networks at the same time. Depending on your need, you may need at least two, but in my case I needed like 8. So if you buy those network interface cards that have like 4 1 gig NICs, you can buy like 2 of them. You have 8 there and you use it in your desktop, and that's fine. Or in my case, you can create a virtual machine. So I'm going to show you how to create a virtual machine. It took me a while, just like I said, to figure out what settings work. So I'm going to show you today. So what I did here is that I went in my ESXi, as you can see here, and let's go under. Let me refresh this so it's in English. Yep. So I have about 29 virtual machines. So I'm going to create a new one now. So I'm going to go and create a new one. I will go next and name it WAN emulator, EN as in English, because I just created another one for French, for my French video. So down here, what you want to select is make sure under compatibility, you can take 8.0, it's fine. And under OS family, make sure you pick Linux. And under OS version, you need to take CentOS 4.5 32-bit. This is what works with this device. And the device is not actually, like, there is no OS that is installed on the VM. The VM always boot from the ISO that you have attached to it. That's what you're going to find out. So there is no need to install anything. Every time it boots, it does that on the ISO file. And you also need to find a way to keep your configuration so that every time you boot it up, you don't have to reconfigure everything. That's why in my case, I have my notepad over here. And this notepad has all the details that I need. And like here, these are my different configurations for the interfaces. So what I do is after rebooting the device, if I lose all my config, I will just grab all these commands and put them in the CLI on the command line, and it configures all my interfaces. You also need to make sure that you are tracking the MAC addresses of your interfaces, because sometimes the MAC addresses that you have do not match one-to-one to what you have in ESXi. Sometimes they can be messed up, so you just need to know which interface goes where. And you do that just by knowing, like my Ether 0, because I want to be organized. I want Ether 0 to be the management interface, Ether 1 to be, or Ethernet 1 to be my BR1 WAN 1, and then BR2 WAN 2, and so on. So that's why I do it this way. And down here, you can also copy this, because this is what you find inside the file named interfaces under etc network. This file will retain all your settings. Or if you reboot the device and this file is empty, you can just grab a copy of this file that you have somewhere, put it back here, and all your interfaces will be configured. So I hope that makes sense. Let me take a look at the chat and see if there's anybody crying on there. Yeah, thank you, Loril Akwe. Thank you so much. Thank you, Golo Grame, for the nice comment. Yep, we're here, and we'll keep talking about WAN emulator. The next thing I'm going to do is, of course, go next, and this is where I'm going to save my virtual device. And of course, I put it in the NAS because I want to be able to recover every time I lose my SXI. I can just go there and reinstall all the VMs, and then I'll go next. So I want to give it 1 CPU, it's fine. 2 gigabytes of memory, it's also fine. I don't need the USB controller. I need many network interface card. So here, this one I want to connect it to my VM network, so it's there for management. And then I can add a couple more, 1, 2, 3, for example. So now I have 4 network interface cards. And then I'm going to click next and then finish to create the appliance, or the virtual appliance, virtual device. It's right here. I can go under it and then I will turn it on. The thing you're going to notice is that once you turn it on, you have to click enter to boot it off the ISO. And that's it. It's going to come online. We'll have an IP address. Oh, you know what? Sorry, guys. I forgot one quick thing. Right now, as you can see, it doesn't know how to boot because there's no ISO attached. I'm going to power off the appliance. And what I'll do is go under action. Let me just close this one here. I can edit and make sure here that you are connecting the DVD or the CD player, and then you are attaching the ISO. My ISO is under a folder on my NAS. It's called images. So under images, I have this ISO here. I'm going to link it to the device and select to attach it, and that's it. I'm going to hit save. So now if I boot it again, you can see that it still doesn't take it. Maybe it didn't save it well. Let's go back and power off the device again. Edit. It's still not connected. I need to make sure it's connected. Let me double check again the settings. It's not connected. What the hell? All right. Sometime it happens. Maybe let me refresh this page. And I can go here and edit again. Still not connected. Save. What? Crazy. So let me remove this and no. Let me remove the CD and save. And then let me come back here. Yep, I don't have it. So now let me add it. I want the CD drive player. Okay. And then I want to add ISO to it. NAS images. And it's right here. Okay, I select it and then I save. Now it should be there, I think. Oh my God, it's there, but still not connected. What? Wow, this is something else. This is crazy. I connect and I save. It's there, connected, yes. Let me refresh this here. Yeah, it's there. Let me go under edit. Why is it not connected? Man, I may need to create another VM. You know what? Let's delete this one here. This is BS. I'm going to delete this and we'll create another one. Okay, let's just go ahead and create another VM. I can give it the same name or I can just call it WANem English. This is all capital. Okay, So we said family is Linux, and then CentOS 4, 5, and then I can go here to, I'm gonna save it there, and then let me make sure I have some more adapters, and this one will be connected to the VM network. I don't need the USB. I can leave it there. It doesn't bother. So here I need to attach my ISO directly. Let me attach it at the creation of the VM. Maybe that will work. Okay, so I have it attached, and next, and then finish. It should be right here, and let's go on to edit. You are kidding. Maybe because it's attached to many other, or what? Let me try to put it up. Oh, okay. See what? It wasn't showing as connected, but at least it booted from there. So this is what you get. If you hit enter, it's going to boot directly from your ISO, and it should be working. Let's give it a moment. And greeting from Poland. Oh, I understand that you prefer download the ISO instead of the appliance to have a clean configuration at every startup, which you load from a file. Yes, I don't know if there is a way to install the OS, but I don't think there is. The only way is to boot from the ISO file, and every time you boot it up, you don't have configs, and that's what I understood. So that's why you need to keep those the interface file so that you load it there, or you copy it, you replace in your configuration, and you should be fine. So that's what I've been doing. Most of the time I don't reboot it very often. Maybe I reboot it like every 2 weeks or something, but every time I reboot it, I take those commands, I run them, and I'm fine. Like in my case right now, I am using my this is my secure CRT to get access to it. Let me turn this off. This is my current WAN emulator that I use. So I'm gonna launch a new connection to it. It usually takes a moment, and then it will show up. And I'm gonna show you inside the device how you can do directly to have access to it. So I don't understand what happened here. Let me see. Is it still showing as connected? That might be a bug, because, oh shit, wait. Let me go here. Yeah, now it's showing connected. Okay. Yeah. Okay, so our WAN emulator is here. It's up, and you can do most of your configurations here. If you go down here, and first thing you want to do is come under preference and make sure you start SSH. If you want to have access to it from your emulator or your terminal, like Secure CRT, you need to start SSH, make sure it's started. And then you also can go here and hit root shell to have access to this interface here. This is the root shell where you can run a bunch of commands. And if I do ifconfig, these are Linux commands. If I do, oops, sorry, if I do ifconfig here, you can see that it shows me my interfaces and what I have. This one is 10.128.0.35. This is my lab management network. And if I go in my browser and I put that IP, then that's 128.0.35, and I need to do /WANem. I have access to the web GUI, the same web GUI I have access to over here. So this is the same. And from here, you can do, where is it? Yeah, you can do a lot on your different interfaces. You can go under basic mode. If you want to pick the type of WAN connection you need, you can do T1, E1, and this is very powerful. Like you can pick a lot from here, and it really helps. You can mimic all kind of networks with different speeds, as you can see here, or you can go with T3, or even go all the way to like fiber. You have here fast Ethernet 100 meg, and you have all of this. This is helpful. And on the side, of course, you can also change the delay. I'm going to show you how I can change the delay in my network. I can add maybe like 200 meg. And this is helpful for SD-WAN, for example. You add 200 meg to a link, and you see how the link or how the firewall is going to prefer one way or the other, depending on the configurations that you added there. The other way to do it is to go under advanced mode. You can pick an interface like Ether 1. I know Ether 0 is my management interface. Ethernet 1 is where I may have like a firewall connected. Under the advanced mode, I can do a lot of things. I can add packet loss, maybe like 5% packet loss. I can add delay, jitter, correlation percentage, all kind of stuff, gaps, and so on. Guys, this is a powerful tool. So once you're done doing that, you can just hit apply settings and it's going to save that. That's in a simple way, one emulator. Let me go back to my ESXi. I mean, to my secure CRT. The one emulator should be coming up anytime here. I see it's green. Let's give it a moment. This is my preferred way to access it because I don't have to rely on that small shell inside the web version. Here, it's much easier. Usually takes some time. No, yep, it's here. So this is their like a management console or whatever. So what I like to do is to go under the shell. So to go into shell, you do exit to shell because I don't like to learn the commands on there. So this is the shell of one emulator. And from here, you can do the same thing just like I did. ifconfig, you can see the different. This is my own. This is what is running in my home network right now. So this is something that I don't mess with a lot because it's linked to my topology that I have back here. So that's how it works. All these different links are connected directly to this one emulator. So inside here, I can do a bunch of stuff. Another way to configure it is to come inside and hit the menu or whatever, and then go under preference. No. It's up here under system tools and then network connections. This will show you the interfaces that you have. You can go under Ether1, for example, Ethernet 1, and then go under IPv4 settings. You can set it to manual and then put the addresses here. You can add a new address, 10 dot whatever, and that's it. So that's how you can configure it. And as I said, just make sure that you are tracking the MAC addresses. Like here I have C400, okay? It's ending in C400. If I go on the ESXi settings, I need to find what is C400. Like this one is C400. Then I can go ahead and assign it to whatever network I want it to be. Sometimes the order that you have in ESXi is not the same order that you have inside the device. So you just use the MAC address to make sure that you connected to the right network. And again, that's why I have this file here that I told you about. This is like tracking all my stuff and all the commands that I have. I have the different ports and the different MAC addresses that are associated to those ports. It makes it very easy. All right, so that is how you can install and launch WAN emulator. You can do everything from here, or you can do it from the web interface that you can access using the IP address that is reachable to you and that is on the device. One thing I want to show you is just quickly how I've been doing my my stuff here. Again, this is my topology. This is different VLANs. The topology is here. So the 40 manager and the 40 analyzer are VMs inside my HQ network. And this Windows HQ is also a VM that I can RDP into. Let me show you how I can RDP into it right now. It's actually already opened. Yes, it's right here. This is the RDP that I have inside my Windows. I can go under 40 manager. I can go under FortiGate HQ. I've already made some changes to my WAN emulator. Let me show you here. 35, 34. What is my WAN emulator? Give me a second, guys. So the one that I have that I'm using currently is this one. And if I want to see what is the IP on it, on the roots, I can see that my IP is .33. So I can go under .33 and have access to my WAN. I can go under advanced mode and start. check current status. This will show me whatever is running right now. I can cancel everything by going back here and say reset settings. Everything is reset right now. So inside my small device here, I can log into my FortiGate HQ, and let me go under the CLI and do exec ping 8888 to ping out to Google. You can see here that I have 203 milliseconds. This one was configured. This is what I set on my WAN emulator. So what I want to do is that make sure that the port that I'm connected to, reset settings, the port that I'm connected to, which is I think Ether 1, 2, 3, 4. I mean 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ether 5 has like, okay, let me restart. So here I removed all the settings. If I ping, it shows 3.1 millisecond, as you can see here. So if I want to add more delay, I can go back here and pick the interface 5 where I know my WAN 1 is connected and add, let's say 400 milliseconds, and then go down here and apply settings. If I go back in that device and I do the ping again, now you can see 400 milliseconds. So I just added more delay to this interface just by tweaking the configurations on one emulator. That is the great use of it. And again, just like I said, you can add way more than just delays. You can add jitters, you can add packet loss, you can add a bunch of stuff. That is really helpful if you're doing your labs. All right, guys, I think that's all for today. That's one emulator. If you haven't discovered it in your lab, it's really helpful. So make sure you use it. It's going to help you mimic your WAN. You don't have to add another or an extra device, and you can use it on ESXi, or you can use it in any virtual environment, or you can use it on a physical device. It's a great tool that I've been using in my lab. Thank you for hanging out with me today. So if you have any questions, leave it in a comment. I'll be glad to respond. And yeah, that's all. Have a great Sunday or end of Sunday for you. And I'll see you in the next video. Take care and bye. I'm going to make videos on the new devices that I installed, and everything will be available on this channel for you. Thank you and take care.